How's it hanging, internet? Let's see, I think everything's pretty good here. Yeah, alright. Woo! So, massive storm going on right now. It's died down a little bit, but still pretty nasty, still windy, still wet. A little worried my power might go out, but so far we've been okay. We got a little flux here and there last couple days. It's kind of why I haven't been on the weekend, but also I just kind of want a break. But yeah, we're gonna risk it today because I haven't played in a while, and I've been thinking about it, and I want to change characters. So I'm going to probably be in training mode a lot today. That's what I'm thinking. Goosh. Alright, you guys. Starting a little bit, well, I guess I'm starting at the usual time this time. My favorite stage. So, before I get into this, I kind of wanted to talk a little bit. Street Fighter V, it's been out for like almost 3 weeks. I think it's like 19, 20 days or something like that. I checked my YouTube. My list has about 16 videos in it, and if we parse all that time out, it works out to, I don't know, less than 2 hours every day that I have played Street Fighter V. Obviously, I haven't played that every day, but it's quite a bit of time. It's over 30 hours. I've enjoyed it, but I don't know. Like, I kind of hit this point with Necalli where I'm pretty happy with how I play him. Like, I know his game plan and everything. It's just I gotta get better at those things. But I'm not really that interested. I'm not too interested in taking Necalli further than where I've got him right now. It's cool that I got him. I can always go play him whatever I want. But I want to change it now. And what I was thinking of doing is picking up old Chun-li. Which is really weird for me, because I've never played Chun-Li, ever. Like, she was not that interesting a character for me in any Street Fighter. Or anything. Like, I never was interested. But, you know, I'm not too keen on the roster. There's not, like, a lot I really want to play here. And, something that's missing from my Necalli game is, like, a really... like, an understanding of footsies. I still don't really understand a lot. Because with Necalli, you really don't want to engage in footsie stuff. You don't really care so much about the range of your stuff, because everything he has is really stubby and shitty. He's got like 1 or 2 good moves, and what that boils down to is with Necalli, a lot of the times you're just going to throw out a standing heavy kick. And I see a lot of pros do it too, which suggests that there's really not much else you can do with the guy. Just standing heavy kick when you think some normals are coming your way. You got to get the range on that. You know, you got to be aware of the range on that. But it's just very limited. It feels like I'm skipping it. It feels like I'm not really playing the game, that aspect of the game. It just doesn't feel like I'm engaging. And I don't really want to do that. I want to get more involved with the different aspects of the game. So Chun-Li definitely has lots of it. She's got lots of good normals. Like, every button's pretty damn good. In a game where everybody's buttons are shitty, kind of on the universal level, hers somehow stands above the pack, and there's a lot of talk about her being top tier. I don't really know, but I have no idea about that shit. But she does have good, I guess, pokes, ranges on her normals. Her base buttons are very good. She plays very different from Necalli, so I'm interested. I thought about it quite a bit, and I'm interested. Plus, I get to utilize the download content that I got pre-ordered. Already unlocked the easy mode costume, which looks nice. I think I like it a little bit more than the default.
Let's begin.
So yeah, Chun-Li. I'm just gonna try and figure her out a bit. I've taken her to training mode a few times already, so I kind of know some of the stuff I want to do with her. I still got to do research. I need a crush counter combo. Really, I think that's the only thing I'm missing, like, from the repertoire of Chun-Li. But that's basically... Before I get even further here, I kind of want to do a quick update. This is just going to be a real fast update thing. I was going to do like a whole, I don't know, YouTube upstairs. I was going to have my computer do, like when I did the introductory Street Fighter V challenge thing. This I just kind of want to do it on stream. I like it better. I like this better. I don't like doing my own thing, you know, editing the video. Like, it's cool. I'm glad I was able to do it, but I'm not very good at it. I guess I don't really like it that much. In any case, Street Fighter V, as I said, it's been out for, you know, 19, 20 days, something like that. I've got quite a few hours invested. Moving on from Necalli, and like league point wise, where I am rank wise, as you can see, I'm not very high up the rank. But in my experience, like, it's been kind of cool because when the game came out and everybody was at low league points, it was a really big bath of just random people. Some were good, some were bad. But as time went on, like, everybody below the 1,000 point, a lot of them were like a mix of people kind of learning stuff, like you know, just kind of learning safer strings, and other people just going for, you know, whatever the fuck they felt like. So it was kind of a weird mix. But it got better as people got more into the game, and it started like sectioning out a little bit, like these type of people are in this bracket of points and so on and so on. It's still new, but I was noticing that as I was trying to go through ranked. You know, where all the people tend to be. Oh, what's up, Croker? How's it going, dude? Check it out. I'm actually changing characters. Is that weird? I'm going to try and actually be Chun-li. I'm going to try and take her online. Not today. Well, maybe today. But I am trying to main Chun. I am trying to learn Chun-li. But yeah. She's kind of cool. You've already seen me be in training mode with her, so you know that I've done some of this stuff. I like her combos. They're a little bit execution heavy, especially this, because she actually has lights that go to mediums. It's really crazy, and I gotta do the heavy one. I can't do the light. Anyways, like I was saying, switching over. But in the league point stuff, like, I was finding a lot of people were just kind of mashing in the lower rank levels, like underneath 1,000 points, basically. Anywhere down there, a lot of people are just kind of mashing stuff out, you know, random DPs and things like that. But as I was going through and just kind of raising up a little bit, now that I'm in like the 1,000 to 2,000 rank, and I fluctuate all up and down this fucking area, like, these people that are with me, it's like everybody is getting a little bit safer. They're using safer stuff. They're blocking. They're not blocking too much though. You can still they get kind of crazy. They don't block a lot, but they do block some things. And when they're going crazy, it's like structured crazy. So it's a step up from just the raw button mashing that's happening. And as I get up higher and I'm paired up against silver people, the silver people seem to be like the real players of the game right now to me. They have really solid basics. They anti-air pretty consistently. They don't do anything unsafe. They have a game plan, and they're trying to enforce that game plan on you that I've noticed. So in Silver League, they probably have, like, more experience. Not just with the game, but, like, in fighting games in general. So it's like I'm entering this area, or at least I'm kind of on the cusp of it, assuming I don't just get blasted back down, where people are actually playing pretty damn good. So that's part of why I switched over to Chun-li, is I want to do someone different. I don't really want to go, like, dedicate with Necalli anymore. I feel like I got his game plan down, and I'm really happy with it. But I'm missing some elements of the game, and I feel like this stuff here, you know, having range with, like, some normals and stuff. I feel like this is something a lot of people have. Necalli doesn't really have it. And he kind of gets by just doing this. I mean, this is really all he can do, is like a long-range heavy kick. So, I'm going to shelve him for now. We're going to move on Chun-li. That's been my experience in the league point so far. And that's it. So, yeah, it's been quite a bit of time I fucking threw in this game. Croker, I've got like over 30 hours in this game. That's a lot more than most hours I put in. I don't even think I have that many videos for Mortal Kombat 10, and I played that game like crazy. Let's see, the news BlazBlue came out on PC. I picked that up because it's basically Guilty Gear with a different roster. Oh, the newest came out? Like fullest updated and everything? Damn, that, for the longest time they didn't have that on there. They always seem to stagger the releases, right? Like Guilty Gear on PC, they're not going to have Revelator, right? Revelator's not coming out for a while. That's so weird. Why Chun over like Ryu Ken? So, it's a good question. To be honest, I played Ryu and Ken, as you saw in the beta. and I like them. But a lot of people are playing those two characters, especially Ken and Ryu. Just a lot of people playing Ryu. I don't really want to add to the army. And I kind of feel like Chun-Li, I feel like if I play Ryu, I'm kind of going backwards a little bit. I've played Ryu before. I kind of understood him during the beta. He's changed now, and I'd have to change up my game. But I had experience with Ryu, and I liked it, and obviously with Ken too. Chun-Li is different. She's very different. I think she's got more of... I think she's forcing more of the footsie thing. You know what I mean? She has a projectile, but it's like a charge, you know? With Ryu, you can kind of use your Hadouken as pokes and stuff, which is all fine and good, but it's a little bit different. In fact, I'd say it's widely different. It feels like a different approach to me. And I never picked up Chun-Li. I've never used her. Not only that, but she's got, you know, the charge mode with her projectile, which I got a little bit of training with Necalli on. And she's also got that with the spinning bird kick. So I get to carry over a little bit of my charging experience on Necalli over to Chun-Li. And I want to do that. I want to see what that's like. She's also very technical. She's got quite a few, like this thing, this instant air. Look at my buttons. They look terrible, but you see that shit? It's like instant air something. It's really hard to do. Ugh. Basically, you've got to slide from, I think the number notation is 2, 3, 6, 9, 6 in order to get this instant air. So there's a technical level to Chun-Li that I'm not familiar with, and she's also got the light into standing medium. That's very different. Ryu does not have anything like this. They used to be in the game way back in the betas, but not so much anymore. I feel like there's just some execution here that will help my execution in general. Sorry, I'm kind of thinking on this. This is kind of like an update video, so we're talking about everything that's gone down, right? It's been quite a bit. I mean, over 30 hours of this game. It's quite a bit. But yeah, there's just some technical elements I feel like I'm going to learn on Chun-Li that I might not learn on Ryu and Ken. I get to kind of stay out of the army, the Ken and Ryu army, because there's so many of those guys around. And I guess I'm just interested. I hear she's really great with her pokes. And I'm sure Ryu and Ken are just are good, but supposedly she's like better. I don't know. Just what I hear. I guess they're just kind of interesting, right? Like, this is kind of cool. Her standing heavy... Look how far that goes. Standing heavy punch, heavy kick. I mean, it goes really far. Her medium kick, look at that. You know, look how short this is. And then you stand up. It's pretty cool. Like, I really want to check that out. I want to see what that's like. And I really hope I can engage more in the footsie game. Like, I'm totally honestly, I don't even really understand what that means, the footsie game. Like, I don't really know. I don't quite understand it. I think maybe it's like a term that's supposed to be kind of blanketed. It's a wide term. It doesn't have like a real hard-on definition, as far as I'm aware. Maybe footsies is more just like any scenario in which you're utilizing your normals or punishing your enemy's normals. I guess it's like the catch-all phrase for like distances of where your buttons go. You know, how your buttons work all over the place. I guess maybe that's footsies is that term. I don't really have that very well. I had it with Necalli, but, you know, he was so short and stubby. I felt like, and then when anybody else used their normals, I had to fucking just hit heavy hard kick, and I was like, I don't like this. Like, I feel like I'm bypassing content when I use this and I get a crush counter. It felt great as fuck, but it felt like I was kind of skipping over a gameplay. Yeah, and I mean, ultimately, I just got tired of Necalli. Like, I feel like I got his game plan down. I have the idea of who Necalli is, what he does, how you play him. I'm not solid with any of it yet, but I know what the game plan is, and so at this point, it would just be, do I want to dedicate Necalli good enough to really take him far, right? Like, if I could, you know, that was an option. And that's why I had to think about it a lot. I really had to think about it. Because I could. I like Necalli enough that I could probably take him much farther, get his basics down pat, become a real solid player specifically with Necalli. But I don't like him that much. And I'm missing out. So I feel like Chun-Li might be able to cover that up. we'll give it a shot. I mean, this is all just a shot, right? I might end up moving to Ryu and Ken much sooner than I anticipate. And also, I want to play Alex when he comes out, which could be probably near the end of this month, I would imagine. So yeah, sorry for the words, but like I said, I kind of want to use this as an update for everything we've been doing. So I kind of wanted to explain this very thoroughly. But yeah, it's good to see you, by the way. let me see what you've been reading or you've been typing. I haven't read any of your shit. It's been out for consoles for a few months, but it's on PC too. Yeah, I guess technically it's not the most recent. Because the most recent is only in arcades at the moment. Well, I mean, at least you get the most recent release. You know? Like, with Guilty Gear, you're not going to get Revelator. And I heard BlazBlue, for the longest time, BlazBlue had, like... You had, like, the original on PC when all these editions were later coming out. So it's like... That sounds terrible. Like, you're always a few editions behind. Not just one, but, like, a few editions behind. Chaos Theory or something. I don't even know the names. I used to. We kind of worked on the product testing a little bit with some of those games. And I was like, this is so weird. Where's the latest one? And he's like, well, it's not out yet for PC. You know, it was weird. It's the version NA is using for tournaments as far as I know. Good shit. Good shit. Now you can actually practice it and go, I like that. So the trick is instant air moves. Okay, you know it. Yeah, it's not too hard, but on a D-pad, you see how high I get up? You can do it much sooner. Also, as an addendum to this, you see how sometimes I float over him? If I can even do it now. This is what I'm going to be practicing today. It's really... Okay, you see how I float over? I'm using the correct variance of kick, but you see how I didn't float over that time because I was a little bit farther away? But you see how I float over there? The reason for that is because the motion I'm using is 23696. So for you guys that don't know what that is, 23696, if you look at your numpad on your keyboard, or just a numpad in general, calculator, anything, you know, anything with a numpad on it, you'll see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are always laid out the same way. So if you were to punch these buttons in on a keypad, my directions would look just like that keypad. I press down, which is 2, down forward, which is 3, forward is 6, 9 is up and forward, and then 6 is forward again. That's what I'm doing. These kicks are normally a Hadouken. It's down, down, forward, forward, and then any of the kicks. To do an air version, you just be in the air and do the same thing. If you want to do it really fast, you need to Tiger Knee the motion, which basically means put in the Hadouken, and then add in an up. And then it's supposed to work. Oddly enough, it doesn't work. It does not work if you don't press forward again. I don't know why this is, but I noticed Eris pointed it out, because he's learning Chun-Li like a number of weeks ago. He still plays her. If you don't add the forward, you just get this. If I just go 2, 3, 6, 9, I just get this. I don't get anything else. But if I do 2, 3, 6, 9, 6, if I just press forward, if I end the motion after a forward, and I don't fuck up the motion. There, I get it. I get the kicks. I don't know why that is. I have absolutely no idea why ending the motion with a forward fixes the issue. Why that works as a Tiger motion. But as you can see, I'm really shit at it. And this is something I'm going to want to practice. It's actually a great move for her pressure strength. You should have picked up Armika or Karen. Dude, I really thought about Armika because Alex is probably going to play like Armika, and that would give me good experience for when he comes around. It might still happen. I might still pick her up before Alex drops, just to get kind of a taste of a wrestler type, right? But it's I'm not entirely sure. I don't know. I kind of want to be free. I kind of want to be fresh for when Alex is. Just to see what it's like to learn off Alex, right? But we'll see. We'll see. I got a lot to learn. I really like learning this game. I don't even really care so much about doing well anymore. Like, I kind of care. I like having my points. I don't like losing all my points, but I have a good time. And when I quit the game and I walk away and I eat some grub, I'm always thinking, man, I did this thing better I hope that I can keep doing it well the next time I play the game, you know, every time I start it back up. I hope that's good. I guess that means I'm having fun. Doesn't mean it's a good game, it just means I'm having fun. Footsies is basically how you judge your distance to your opponent versus the range of your buttons versus the range of their buttons. Yeah, okay, so, yeah, basically. I've heard it described in a lot of different ways. Also, I think finally the dog's here. But he might be heading back up, because I think Dad just stopped by. Let's see, as far as you know, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I hear it described in all sorts of different ways. Basically, anything that involves using, like, your buttons and establishing range seems to be footsies. Your IA moves should be coming out when you're barely off the ground. Instant air should be when you're barely coming out. Yeah, I might not be pressing it. I think I'm fucking up the D-pad. You can see I'm fucking up the D-pad. So, a quick addendum. I was actually addending. You see how I flop over sometimes? The real masters, the super masters of this game, they do it different. They do a Hadouken motion, so 2, 3, 6. But rather than going to 9, which is up forward, they actually go just straight up. So that would be 8. So they do the 2, 3, 6, 8, 6. It's that. That's because a neutral jump will never have you float over like that. Really tough though. Probably on pad. It's probably harder on pad than it is. It might be something I can only do on pad. It might be. Yeah, you see how I'm jumping forward still? Oh my god. There it is. There, we got it. We got it. We got it. That is way harder to do because I have to actually lift my thumb off the D-pad to hit up, and then I gotta drag it down to forward. It's really hard to do on the D-pad. Super hard. This might be a stick maneuver. This might be a stick maneuver only. For now, I think I'm just gonna go with the normal 2, 3, 6, 9, 6. I'm not gonna be pro for now. And I just gotta keep in mind that if I'm this close, you know, good chance I'm gonna pop over like that, especially if I fuck it up. I think if I just hit it sooner, maybe I can negate that. I'm not quite sure, but it doesn't seem like I could, especially if we're talking online. If we're talking online, it's not gonna be any good. And you're gonna see this a lot. If you see me doing this a lot, you know that if you see me ever going like that, you know I'm fucking up the input when I'm this close. But yeah, I think this is largely what I'm going to practice. I'm going to practice this tonight. I don't have too long because Better Call Saul is going to be on. We all want to go watch it. And I kind of, like I said, we still got a bit of a weather going on. I'm worried that, you know, shit's going to fall apart. That's kind of why I haven't played the last 2 days. Nothing's impossible on pad. Well, I mean, it is a motion, and I'd like to think I could learn it. You know, it's just muscle memory, right? Once you practice it enough. It's really tough, though, man. It's super hard doing it that way. It's not as close to the ground either. Like I noticed. Yeah, it's not as close to the ground, and I'm still. My D-pad is still. My execution's so bad. I'm still floating. I'm still getting to jump forward, even though I'm pausing. Yeah, it's almost easier to press up and do it. How did I get too much? It's almost easier just to press up and then do it. Up and then do it. Almost. It's still not very good. I still don't get it. Why does it work though? Is the question. Like, I can understand why tiger kneeing works. A little bit. It's still a little bit of a weird idea. just so hard to do. Anyways, like I said, I really want to... You know, this is much easier. It's still hard to do, but it's much easier. I got it 3 times in a row, you know? I just have to be aware that if I do it too close, if I do it like here, I should be fine. But if I'm doing it, you know, ass to ass, then I'm gonna fly right over. Shoot. Yeah, okay, so I'll run through Chun-Li again. Obviously, we got plenty of time to training today. Trying to think of anything else I want to put in for like an update. This whole thing is going to go into my playlist as like an update, like update number 1, you know, 20 days out. Like I was saying, I'm basically at a point where I'm coming across people who are good, and I really want a better foundation before I take a character and start like getting up into the 3,000 range, right? 3,000 league point challenge. If I get into silver, I wanna have like a really nice base level of execution when I'm in silver. That's kind of what I want. If I took Necalli and I went through silver right now, I think I could do it, but I would probably be lacking in certain things, defense and offense wise, and that doesn't really sit that well with me because I mean, if I like Necalli, I would do it, but I don't really like him that much. So I'm more than happy to kind of roam around the character list. Right now it's going to be Chun-Li. Ryu definitely is going to happen at some point. He's Ryu. I like his parry. I want to get back into Ryu. He hits hard. He's simple. He could be like a reaffirmation character for me, where I can actually apply everything I learned. I think Ryu can take advantage of like everything that I've learned. You know, he's not like he's just an all-around character. He can do pretty much anything. What were you doing that you weren't trying to get silver? Well, I'm just saying that when I go up into the silver rank, I'm going to face people and I'm going to have to learn a certain way if I'm Necalli. That's all. That's all. I mean, I don't, again, it's not that I really care about the points or the ranks, it's just, it gives me a general idea, kinda, about the people that I'm up against, and I feel like people in the silver ranks, they have such a good grasp of the basics. They're always anti-airing me. They don't do a lot of unsafe things. They're very calm. They're very defensive when they need to be. You know, like I can't do tick throws all that great. Like that stuff I want to focus on, and I don't feel like I'm getting that much experience on those things as Necalli. I was getting some, but I feel like Chun-Li would be a better teacher. And I'm also trying to wean myself off of Dragon Punches, which again, Ryu and Ken have. Chun-Li doesn't have a Dragon Punch. She has this as her invulnerable wake-up. However, you've got to spend meter on it, and it's a charge. So I can't just panic button a Dragon Punch anymore, which happens to me a lot. Necalli actually wants you to Dragon Punch. It's part of his game. It's part of his style. He's riskier than a lot of other people. You just have to Dragon Punch sometimes. You just have to kind of go bananas. I don't really want to do that because that's a bad habit to have for the rest of the cast. So I'm trying to move away and establish better habits. And you know, I can always go back to Necalli with those better habits, and maybe I'll learn something. You know, who knows? If I ever feel that, it's up to me on that. But yeah, I'm not too worried about the points. It's just, it does help me get a better idea of who I'm facing. And up until now, obviously, I've just been learning off whoever I face. You know, if a guy's a button masher, I learn to beat a button masher. If the guy's being defensive, I learn to be defensive, which I'm really happy about because I've learned to do stuff like you know, that. Just like one hit into a dash into a throw. I never did that until the last couple times I streamed. At least I never felt good about it either. But, you know, tick throws, I gotta work more tick throws into my game. I'm really shitty at that. Again, I used to do command throw with Necalli, so most of the time if a guy tried to tech it, I would win out because I had a command throw. Now I don't have one. I gotta do it legit. And if I get good enough at this shit, like if I actually feel good at this game, you'll start seeing me do the Gu-Tech Shinny. You know, the little bit of the walk forward, walk back, see them whiff, and then do something, right? Chances are we won't be seeing that many for a time. That's a difficult one. That even for me in my brain, like, is this really gonna work? You know, that type of thing. I don't even know like what I want to punish with. If it works, like, do I press a button? Do I just go in for another throw? No. But yeah, if that ends up, if you start seeing me doing that, that means I'm getting comfortable with Chun-Li and I'm learning. Are Kara throws still around? I think Ken has one Kara throw. But no, as a universal thing, Kara throws are not around. However, Ken has something. Ken has like a forward-moving attack with his rising knee or something. Or it might be his overhead, where he steps forward a little bit and then drops his heel on your head. You can cancel that, the very first frame of that into a throw. So he does have a very, very small Kara throw. I don't think it's going to... Nobody talks about it. Nobody talks about it. That's the only thing I can really say about it. Is that no one talks about it. So it must not be that much of a thing. In any case, that should really wrap up my experience with the game so far. It's been really good for me. I've been learning a lot. I feel really good with Necalli, and I wanna see if I can bring what I learned to him. You know, what can I bring over to other characters, and just kind of get better with that. Get my basics down. Chun-Li feels very comfortable with those basics, so I'm hoping I'm gonna learn that. And she's got a great outfit. I mean, let's be honest here. Look at this outfit. This is a DLC. Nobody can get this unless you pre-order the game through digital. So, you know, a lot of people wanted the hot Ryu. So I kind of got an outfit that not a lot of people got. It's nice. This is just the easy color too. You know, it's a nice color. That's it. That's it. That wraps everything up. And so now it's going to be training mode. So I'll probably throw that up there as a highlight to YouTube. And so now I need to think about all my stuff. What do I do? I gotta remember all my shit. Aw, what's up, El Dragon? You can't sleep? Please tell me a bedtime story. Once, there was an overweight product tester who played video games for a living. And one day he said, I want to stream. And he bought a PS4 and he streamed. And there was this goofball that kept joining his chat, right? And he was all like, who is this goofball? He's got a funny nickname. But maybe I should talk to him and see if he's alright. And so the overweight product tester talked to the random person who was online. And soon they budded into a beautiful friendship where no money is involved. And the overweight product tester was sad. The end. Man, looks like I did the trick. Well done. Enjoy your nap. I gotta remember all the fucking normals on this. Okay, so Chun-Li. Standing medium kick. This is good. I want this. I want to use this. This is hilarious because on Necalli, this is the exact opposite of this move. Not only does he have tiny thighs, but he has no range with his fucking I don't know if crouching is not that great, is it? Now, I know this is not very good, but I think a lot of things link into this, so if I want to do, like, that. So this is like a very basic link with Chun-Li. Standing, medium punch, crouching, medium kick. So even though it's not like a great normal, I mean, it doesn't look that great. It looks like if I want to poke, I would use this. Oh, look at that. Man. What else we got? Her jab actually goes into stuff. So a crouching into a standing medium punch, that links. And so you can link all that together if you're not shitty like me. You can even do a heavy version of the lightning legs to get more damage out of it. Or God, I'm so bad at this. You can mash out a super. So you cancel the 2 hits of the Chun-Li lightning legs into the super. And you get something. I mean, that's off of a light. That's a light poke. So this is what, 3 frames? Somebody does something that is 3 frames or of recovery, or I guess maybe like 4 frames. I'm not quite sure how that works if it's 3 and 3, but you know, it's the fastest punish, right? It's the fastest punish you can do with Chun-Li. I think you can even. I'm pretty sure you can spinning bird kick. Light version of the spinning bird kick. The funny thing about that is, at the end of this move here, you have to cancel the very, very last frames of that kick. If you cancel it too early, it won't work. So that basically this kick here has 2 cancel windows. I'm not sure if this is how I'm saying it is actually accurate, but in my experience, when I try and do a spinning bird kick out of this kick, if I do this, I don't have enough time to charge this spinning bird kick. It takes 2 seconds or something. It's quite a bit. But there's 2 cancel windows for this kick. If you are fully charged by the time you throw this out, you can do it really, really early. Basically right on hit, like you would any other combo. However, you could also do it really, really late. So you already saw that her leg was pulling back by the time I actually put in the spinning bird kick. Pretty crazy. Spinning bird kick is just an upside down Tatsu. That's correct. However, the motion is not the same. Ryu's motion for a Tatsu is a backwards Hadouken motion with kicks. So you instead of 2-3-6 punch for a Hadouken, you would do a 2-1-4? Yeah, 2-1-4 kick. That way, because you want to go backwards. You want a Hadouken motion backwards with a kick. That's his Tatsu. Hers is the charge. Kind of sucks. I actually do wish it was. I wish it was a Tatsu motion. What can you do? It's Chun-li. In any case, as I was saying, this can be canceled at the start, basically on hit. But if you want to do it, if you need more time to charge, you can cancel it in its very last frames, and it will combo. But it's very, very different from the way that you combo from every other combo in the game. You want to be as late as you could possibly be with the actual command. Oh my god. So hard. Obviously, I'm still shitty at just the basic combo. There. So you gotta time that spinning bird kick really late. In any case, that's all I've really used this. I mean, it's a good low. It hits low, so not the closest thing I got though. If I want to hit from far, I want to use that. What else has she got? Standing light kick is anti-air. Pretty much anything from her waist to the tip of her foot, you can hit pretty much anything in there. It's very strong. You don't want to anti-air with this, but I think it does work. A lot of people hate this, that you can anti-air with your jabs. I don't know why people hate it. I guess it's just kind of like it shuts down jabs and people don't like that. Yeah, so mostly though, I want to use this. Lights, crouching light, obviously crouching light punch, light jab, whatever. That's my link into this. So basically, anytime I connect with a crouching this, if I'm close enough, I can follow it up with this. However, as you notice, you got to be basically touching, right up against each other for that to really connect. If you could be a little bit far out too, but if you're like at the medium, the tip range of this crouching jab, it won't work. Alternatively, you can do that, and you can do something ridiculous like that. So if you can spend meter to turn your jabs into something. You can use meter to turn them into something. Can't quite do that with Necalli, at least. I don't think you can do that with most people. Most people don't have something that fast. Speaking of lightning legs, the very, very big distinction here, and this is what's going to blow me up a ton while I'm learning Chun-Li. This is the same motion. It's a Hadouken motion kick as Necalli's Haka Stomps, which I loved using. But Necalli's Haka Stomps were safe on block, all of them. You can't really punish any of them. And the higher the version that you used, the more safe he was. If you used a hard, heavy version, it took time to come out. It wouldn't combo on its own from anything, but it would launch them. And on block, you would be a big 0. So you return right to neutral at the same time the other guy did. It was basically built-in frame traps. But it was all safe, so there was no reason not to do this all day. Just check them in the leg, follow up with a light stop. There was no reason not to do it. Eventually they will respect that you're, in minus frames and they'll do something, but there's no reason not to check it, Always throw that special out. It's like Ryu with his Hadouken. He does the same thing, rather than a stomp, he throws out a fireball, and unless you're really close, you can't quite punish his fireball. He recovers too fast and he's too far. Opposite for Chun-li. This is entirely unsafe. This is on block. I think it's -8 frames, which I don't know what that means, but it's basically, it's just a long block. I can be punished by most things. Ryu could start with a medium button and go into like a medium, and then into a special. You know, he could punish that. I'm sure he's got a lot better punishes than that, but that's the gauge of how slow it is. That's how slow it is. They could generally punish you with anything that is not, you know, a heavy, really. I imagine most people's heavies are too slow, but if they're mediums, ought to do it. So that's going to blow me up pretty bad. I got to be careful about that. Let's see, we got spinning bird kick. This is great for damage, but like as I showed earlier with the whole crouching medium kick thing, it's very hard to do in the middle of a combo if you don't have time to charge it. It's much easier if you have time to charge it. So let's see if this is a bigger punish that you can do. It's much easier to do that because I have the lightning leg and the crouching light punch. I have all that time to charge my down and then press up to finish it off. So it's actually much easier in that way. Now I can't EX that part, I don't think. Yeah, you don't want to EX the spinning bird. A lot of the damage options that she has when she's doing a combo, you don't really want to convert your special into a training thing because you're not going to get that much damage off it. And in the case of that, I mean, this is her best punish is doing something like, you know, that. That's her best punish as far as I see. People, you know, videos and shit like that, that's what people have found. But you can also change it up with that, you know. If I could do this right. It's really hard. There. I mean, I can kind of cancel that. What's up, Beck? Yeah, training mode, man. I gotta pick up a new character. It's time. It is time. Gotta draw the plug. Totally back. But yeah, that's the deal on that one. So spinning bird kick is good. It's her only wake-up game if somebody is pressuring her. I don't have a dragon punch anymore. However, that is a reversal. It's not as good as a dragon punch. But if the guy is really going ham on me, I could throw it out there and see what happens. What else do we got? This is her standing medium. It's got shitty range. It's basically Necalli's knee, but it's much faster. I think it's safe on block too, or at least pretty safe. This is forward or back medium punch gives you this, which I think doesn't combo. It's just a poke. It's just a really fast poke. Very damn good range. This is kind of what I mean by learning some pussies off her. Training mode is being shit on by puppies. I have no idea what you mean. No, that's not training mode. That's me being serious mode. That's me trying to learn the character mode. I don't even know this character's crush counter combo and stuff. So I need to practice, and I don't have any execution with it. Like I got some of it down. I mean, I gotta do this for a bit. You know, I gotta get this to work in my brain. That's not even the right one. I gotta do the heavy version of the kick. I need the heavy version. And sometimes I might need to do the fucking spinning bird one, which is hard as fuck. I can't even. It's so fucking. I can't even combo it. I'm waiting to. Oh my god. There it is. Jesus Christ. And that's a legit combo that I'm gonna end up wanting to do sometimes. It corner carries, it does more damage than lightning leg. Holy fuck. I mean, if I really want to be safe, I can at least do that. I mean, but I have to hit confirm it. I have all these 3 hits to confirm that I'm actually hitting the person to go into lightning legs. What else is next? This is a good poke. I should learn to use this guy. It's very long range. It's good. Obviously her standing heavies are fucking amazing range. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think you want to use... This is mostly for like a punish combo. You can only cancel the first hit. You can't cancel the second. Sweep, reversal, standing heavy kick. A lot like Necalli. It's just a long, far-reaching one, but it's very high. It probably goes over the head of people. Back heavy punch. I don't know what this is really used for. It looks like a super fast heavy punch. I mean, that's pretty good. But look at the pushback on that. That's pretty insane. I don't think I could link with that. Yeah, it doesn't. It seems like I can't recover very quickly. I can cancel it. Strange. Maybe if I did something like something. I don't know what I would do after that. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with crush counter, but in any case, I'll figure out what this is. This seems like a pretty good pressure tool. You know, if I feel like they're throwing out lights and jabs, this seems to come out pretty quick. That might catch it. Yeah, back to the kicks. I got a forward kick. I don't know what this is for. Pushes me forward, kind of. It's not a low. It looks like it hits low, right? It's not. It's a high. So they can duck over it. They can duck under this. I imagine. They can duck under it, right? Oh, maybe they can't duck. I'm not actually sure if they can duck. But in any case, it's not an overhead. That's for sure. I think people use it as a meaty, but I don't really know why. That's gonna be hard to do. What else do I got? What else? I think I've got, yeah, I got this weird thing. So this is, it's a built-in crossover. Look at that. That's down, forward, heavy kick. Look at that. The cool thing about it is if I distance it right, the guy doesn't block it. I mean, it's pretty well telegraphed. I can go in my basic combo. However, if I'm really close like this, can't really do it. If I'm like right up on their face, I'll put in the corner. Yeah, but there's no way I can link that. I might be able to. Oh, maybe I can do this. Yeah, I could do something like that. I mean, I guess this would be my. If I don't really want to use it. I don't really want to use it too much because it's really telegraphed. People better than me should react. I would get caught by this 24/7. I am not used to seeing that at all. That's so weird. But it takes just long enough, you know. I would not be able to react to it. Most people, though, I imagine. I gotta be careful. I don't want to use that too much. That should be it. I think that covers all her stuff. The only problem now is that I need to figure out what a crush counter is with her. I never practiced that. Everything else is really I'm just cribbing from what I see people do, mostly on streams. And I'll probably, at least while I'm starting out, I'm gonna be going for that. And I like that you can cancel it and stuff, but you really gotta do it early. You gotta cancel it super fast. You can see I mash out. I really mash it out. I do the Hadouken motion with the kicks to get the first two kick hits. But like right after that, I'm mashing out 2 more Hadoukens and kicks. Oh my god, it's not linking. Oh. There we are. That's really tough. It's tough, but it feels pretty damn good to do. What am I gonna do? I think I want. So a lot of the combos that I do find, if I need help with a character, is at Buffet's channel. He's got a character list of everybody's basic stuff. It was actually made back before the game released, but it was all made back with like Beta 4, so it's still accurate. Let's look up Chun-li. I need to figure out a crush counter. I don't know what I would use. And I gotta practice this. Oh my god. I need to make that so much. You guys are gonna see me do this like every fucking match. This sucks. It's such a great pressure field because if it hits, you get to go right into your basic combo. Well, I mean, if it hits close enough, I guess. Otherwise, it gets at least you get a jab at the end of it. Yeah. Kind of hard. If I had the better version, if I could practice this a little bit better. There we go. Damn, for 233 for that, it's really damn good. She's got some pretty decent damage. Like, so she just doesn't do as much damage as Necalli does. Like, but Necalli really wants those heavy hits to land. She doesn't really need that. She just needs to kind of poke you, and it pushes. That looks like it pushes her forward a tiny bit. Yeah, look at that. She actually travels forward just a tiny bit. So weird. Anyways, crush counter. I need a. I know there are basically for the V trigger stuff. I'm not really gonna do too much. It's gonna be some. Basically, I'm just going to enhance my basic combo. So I'm gonna do the same thing, except I know there's a little bit of a difference here where her forward. I forgot to cover this one. What was it? Forward. There, forward, down, and medium kick is an overhead. Normally you can't combo after it, but if you're in V trigger, I think you can. Not easy. But you can do it. You can do it. You just want the light punch to connect. Can you do it off the... probably not. Yeah, it's too long. Okay, so you have to do the jab, but, I mean, there you go. But only in V-Trigger will that work. And that's generally what I use V-Trigger for. Pausing the screen, maybe going for something like that. Although there is another thing people have been doing. They do something like this. They just V-Trigger into grab. Apparently that blows up a lot of people. Sounds like something I'm going to want to practice. Let's see if I can find some shit here. Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Okay, hold on. This. That links. Damn. So basically everything becomes a counter hit when she's in V-Trigger. I think that's how that works. This is so weird compared to Necalli. It's the most bizarre thing I've ever done, and I actually like it. It's very kinky. Very kinky indeed. Not used to it. It's kind of like pegging from the first time, I imagine. Can't speak of experience. Just saying. Here we go. Punish combos. Crush counter combos. Let's go ahead and just turn stun on, I guess. How's this work? So in here... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's incredible. Alright, so crush counter. I gotta get that timing down though. It's really hard. I mean, I would just do that. Okay, I can't do the light. Do the heavy. There we go. So this is my... It's really not as cool as when Necalli gets a crush counter, though, is it? It's not as cool. But I mean, I can't deny that it's serious. I keep going for light. I'm a fucking asshole. And I have to... Oh, man. I have to dash. It begins. Everything's falling apart. I can't keep my shit straight. Oh, this is gonna be a massacre. At least it doesn't seem to matter when you catch it. You can kind of, as long as you crush, counter, and dash, I guess you're good. I don't know if I can... It's gonna be really hard. Can I do something else? Okay. So, I'm worried that I'm gonna get crush counters, and I'm not gonna be able to do anything about it. I'm not gonna recognize it in time. My brain isn't gonna let me put in a dash to catch. Because as you can see, even if I'm sitting here waiting for it, I still fuck it up. Not to mention, if I'm too far, it looks like I can't even reach. So you gotta get pretty close. Maybe there's a longer range version I can work on. According to the damn thing, you can go into the SBK variation of that combo, which I already suck at, but it's more damage. Oh my god. That was it. Man, I'm treating it like I fucking would treat Tekken or something. I'm dialing a combo. Oh, I waited too long. Fuck. I at least want to get it once. This actual execution on Chun-li. Can you imagine? Fucking Christ. Street Fighter V requiring execution. Says me, who fucking had to take Necalli to the training mode for a long ass time too. That guy does not require execution, and I was still in the lab for a long ass time. Man, this is so rough. It's just the kick in the middle that is fucking me up. If there's a longer range version to do, I think I better do it. This dash up is fucking not easy. I'm not charging. Maybe I'm taking too long to hit the charge. Yeah, I think I'm taking too long to actually activate a charge. I can't go too much faster though. I go too quick, I miss the window. Maybe that's gonna be easier. But what do I turn that into? I don't know. Let's just work on this for a bit. At least want to get it once. I get if I don't do the game. So I got my charge time down at least. Oh, man. Alright, we got it. We got it once time. That's good enough for me. I probably won't use that one. If I actually go for this dash in, we're gonna just do that. It's easier, it's safer. It's not safer, but it's easier. Is there a version that I don't have to dash in for? Yeah, if I V-trigger. If I V-trigger, I don't have to dash. That does not help me. Holy fuck, really? Crush counter causes standing heavy kick. Crush counter. Wait, Chun's crush counter standing heavy kick causes knockdown in V trigger. Really? But she can still abuse the counter hit with other combos. So this is V trigger specific. I don't really want to practice that. So she does, in V-Trigger, she gets different openings for crush counter stuff. Here we go, punish combo range. Well, it's a punish, not quite a crush counter, is it? Oh my god, really? Just, huh. Apparently that works. That seems dangerous. That seems really dangerous. Although the medium one will work. Normally that's 7, right? Yeah. Weird. Alright. That seems kind of... I know for sure if I do her legs like that, it's unsafe. I mean, it's really unsafe. I don't know if her spinning bird kick is safe. Now I think about it, I don't think I've ever punished a blocked spinning bird kick. But I don't really play a lot of Chun-Li's. Really? That's a confirmed combo? Oh, alright. Yeah. Can't confirm in the V-trigger too great. So, what use does this thing have? Do you guys know? I mean, that seems pretty good. That does not seem like a good idea. I guess. Oh shit, I forgot she even has that. Fuck. This character is so fucking bonkers. Kinda like that. I mean, it'll help me get my throw stuff down a little bit. I don't really have a lot of setups for that type of thing. Kind of bounce them out of the air for something. I don't do that much at all. Does it do something? It's from Third Strike, right? I think she had that in Third Strike. Didn't it used to nullify fireballs? Can I do that? Let's see. How do I set the dummy? How does I set dummy? Player controlled? No. Here we go. Action. Whatever. Give me the one. There. Let's do that. And do one. I don't know how that works. Action playback. Turn it on. Okay. That's really... Maybe not. Nope. I thought... Am I wrong in thinking this used to cancel out fireballs? In one of the games? Yeah, looks like I just get hit. Counter with that. What about... Ooh. Yeah. Sorry, there's nothing there. That's tough. I'm not quite sure how to use that. Oh, man. It's not on reaction, that's for sure. Unless I'm like... Unless I'm full screen. Damn, that's pretty cool. I know I can do some feet stuff. Oh, but it doesn't lift him. I think I gotta get 3 hits. Right? Man, this sliding punch? Jeez. Alright. That's actually... Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Am I thinking about this wrong? Ah! I can go right underneath a slow Hadouken? What do I do after... Ah! Okay. Okay. Oh shit, what if he's so far away? I don't know what to do then. Oh, I bet I could do that. I could probably go into something from that. Yeah. Alright. Oh man, I think it's gonna take too long for the movement. Yeah, oh yeah. Is that 3 normal? Yeah. Right. So that's not quite. Ooh, that might not have worked either. 9 hits, and normally 8 hits. Oh, that would have worked. Awesome! Alright, so I can sneak under V-trigger and get a little bit of a low attack there. Ah, cool. This Chun-li is fucking... I'm gonna get wrecked so hard. But I think I can learn quite a bit doing this. I like it. She actually has execution. It's really weird. Like I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm gonna really get into it that way. I want to learn it though. I want to learn it. This seems something like I really should learn. Oh man, this fucking kick right here would be so good. Ooh, man. I kind of wish I had a stick. I wish I had a fighting stick. It feels like this is something that would feel really good to do on a stick. Such a weird set of motions. I'll probably end up doing that a lot. I don't know if it's really worth the meter, but I mean, I didn't do a lot of Necalli super. I'm still really bad at like thinking about my meter and my V-trigger. So if I do something, if I get a cross up, that's my basic cross up. I gotta be careful of that. I gotta be careful of hitting a lot of those. My muscle memory is not there. Jesus, man. That timing is so awkward as fuck. Alright. much damage do you think I can get with that? There we go, there we go. That was enough hits, right? Okay. 386? Pretty damn solid. Yeah. There we go. There we go. 427. I think that's higher than what I would get on Necalli's super. No, I think I was able to get Necalli up to 500 points. I gotta be careful about this. So that this is Necalli's universal here. Is standing medium, crouching medium. But her crouching medium, you don't want that. You want the kick. You want the crouching forward, I guess they would call it. Oh my god. This is gonna be embarrassing. I remember I want the heavy kick because there's no real reason not to use it. Plus it covers the ground like a hell of a lot better. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes you want to. Like that. Yeah, I remember I can't be doing some of that. Can I do a medium version of the kick? No, it takes me. Plus, I'm taking too long on the link there. It's that jabbing, a light doing stuff, a light comboing into other buttons is so awkward. I like it. It's so weird that I like it. And this is weird too. Like, really don't see that too often. Not a great amount of damage for 1 meter. Normally it's just that. Can you do something weird with that? Is she saying top tier? Wow, look at that. Double cross up? That's so dirty. That's so dirty. Look at that. Double cross up, same side? God, and he's bouncing around, so it's like, what side is he gonna land on? That's dirty. It's confusing for me too, because I gotta do a Hadouken motion after those 2 hits. I gotta know what side he's gonna end up on. Or at least I gotta confirm with those 2 hits what side is he on. That's so cool. I totally forgot about this move, yeah. Look at her fucking dress shoot up on that. That's insane. How does this work? Where's the dummy settings? CPU, dummy, crouch, jump. What's this like? Not quite the top. That's like 80% of anybody's jump is gonna get hit with that. Oh, not too great here though. So really, you gotta be like right. You gotta be landing right where her elbow's at for that to really connect. Do you think it beats? Do you think it beats anybody's jumping like heavy puncher kick? When are you going to real training mode ranked? I don't know, but I'll probably do some casual matches. Actually, what time is it? 7:10? I'll try and do some casual matches soon. I don't want to go into ranked yet. I don't want to lose all my points learning exactly. I will lose those points, for sure. I don't want to lose them right now. I want to do some casual matches. See if I can get into a rhythm of Chun-Li, then take her online. And I think I'll probably do that soon. I'll do that before I stop streaming today. It's a short stream today because Better Call Saul is on today. Family wants to go watch it. I don't want to miss it. And I mean, the storm and everything. This storm is going to stick around. It's getting pretty bad. I can hear it out there. It's going to get worse tonight, and then hopefully over the next day or two it'll get better. Don't really like risking that. Can I get him to attack? Do I have to record it myself? I probably do. Record. I want a jump, heavy, jump, this. Let's try that. Heavy, jump that, jump. Heavy, jump that. Alright. He doesn't have great. It's a counter on him. It's not too bad. Damn, look at that! That's incredible. Storm, are you getting snow? It's not snow, it's just rain and hail and super winds. Thunderstorm. Getting a thunderstorm. And the neutral jump kick is supposed to be really good too. And look at that. Split in the air. Does she have a double jump? No, I guess not. That's not too good for air and air. That is. And I think she's got an air grab. Oh boy, get down on it. That's gonna be a little hard to use. I like it though. It's kinda cool. Can I do any juggle state? Do you have a juggle state button? Yes! Alright, but what can I do after? Really? Now, Necalli could do a DP. She without EX again. Ooh, wait a minute. What if I did the... Oh, no. Ah! Oh, God, her V-skill will not do it. That will not do the trick. Yeah. Oh, that kind of did it. Crazy. A lot of options. I guess I should keep it simple, though, right? That might. Yeah. This is really good. Is this good? Yeah, that's pretty damn good. Someone was complaining that, like, you can jab so many anti-air stuff. Necalli apparently has a really good one. It was alright, but it didn't really help me much. She's got a great poke with this. Super fast. Cool. Alright, let's go back there. Okay, I gotta leave a poop. my hand hurts and I gotta poop. So give me a little bit. I'll be right back, and maybe we'll go do some casual matches right now. I mean, once I get back. Feels pretty good. I just gotta get the muscle memory down. And I can just do training mode tonight while I'm watching shit and everything. Hey, guess what? I gotta go. The storm is actually getting really bad out there, and we think a tree fell down. Or at least a really large branch. And it's intimidating. So I gotta go take a look. We gotta go take a look. I might have to go out there and take care of it. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow. This is upsetting. I'm sorry for the abrupt cancellation. Casual matches tomorrow. Or maybe sleeping dogs, I'll think about it. Either way, sorry guys. I got a ditch. I'm duckling casual matches. I'll be back. I don't think it's that bad, dude, but we'll check. But I gotta check it out to be sure. I'll see you guys.